Yo, what's good YouTube? Jster here, and today I am back at it again with another video. Now, originally I had intended for this topic to be in front of some Friday the 13th gameplay, seeing as it is Friday the 13th, but the servers, man, they're just absolute AIDS right now, and there's no chance of me doing that. So instead, we're just gonna have to settle for some good old-fashioned Call of Duty gameplay. But as you guys can most likely tell from the title of the video, today I'm going to be talking about the infamous drama that's going on right now, iDubbbz versus Ricegum. If you've been on the internet at all lately, you already know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about who these guys are, but I am going to give a bit of a backstory just so you guys know what's going on. But about a year ago, iDubbbz had just released his content cop on Leafy is Here, and I mean, as we all know, that absolutely destroyed Leafy's career. He never quite came back from that. He's only making about 100K a video when he used to be making about 5 mil per video. A few days after that video went up, Ricegum ended up posting a video talking about, yo man, iDubbbz, I dare you to drop a content cop on me, man. I'm gonna drop the biggest diss track you've ever heard. It's gonna be the best diss track ever. And I mean, as we all know, a year later, iDubbbz finally got around to making a content cop on Ricegum. I guess he was just trying to build up enough evidence or whatever, I don't really know. But a few days ago, iDubbbz ended up posting his official content cop on Ricegum, and that video did super well. It got 13 views and over 1 million likes in one day. And as a result of this, Ricegum put out a slew of response videos, and that's pretty much what I'm going to be talking about today. Now, at the start of this video, just so you guys understand where I'm coming from, let me say, I really enjoy both of these guys' content. I'm subscribed to both of them, and I do enjoy both of their content. With that being said, I do have to be honest in who I believe won the beef. I'm sure it's no surprise to any of you that I personally feel like iDubbbz had the best argument to be made, and while I'm not going to talk about all the points he made, I'm going to be talking about specifically the points that Ricegum didn't make. Now, at the time when Ricegum originally called out iDubbbz, he had said, oh man, he's gonna put my name in the title, he's gonna put my face in the thumbnail just to blow him up even more. Now, iDubbbz ended up titling this video actually a Jake Paul content cop. And you know, most people were actually pretty happy when they found out who it was really about. I was one of those people. I mean, personally, I just feel like the Jake Paul meme has just been beat into the ground by now. So right off the bat, he took away a huge argument point from Ricegum. And not only did he outplay Ricegum in that way, the next day, Ricegum posts a video, and you can guess who was in the name in the thumbnail. Drumroll please. Oh, spoiler alert, it was iDubbbz. Rice, bro, how you gonna call out this guy and all these YouTubers for putting you in the thumbnail and title, and then you legit do the exact same thing? Now, I don't have a problem with YouTubers putting other YouTubers' names in thumbnails or whatever in the title, but my problem is when you're gonna sit there and call out some other guy for doing the same thing that you then do the very next day. I mean, bro, you could have at least waited a day before being a complete hypocrite. Now, in that video, Ricegum had a few fair points, but he ends up undermining them by his own actions in the next few days. So right after he dropped his original response, he had announced that he's going to make a diss track that would be coming out after he posted all of his response type videos, announcement type videos. And at this point, the ball is still in Ricegum's court. iDubbbz isn't gonna make like a response to the response until he knows for sure what sort of points Ricegum's going to be making. And then, blissfully, 3 full fucking days later, Ricegum finally releases the diss track. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, as a song, now, you guys, purely based on like beats, flow, everything along those lines, I do have to give the song advantage to Ricegum. I think iDubbbz's lyrics were better, but just as a song that you can like bump to in your car, I gotta give Ricegum the edge. But I kinda have to take a few points away from that, because you literally spend the entire song proving iDubbbz right. His points against you were that you spend too much time flexing on your fans, and personally, I don't mind the flexing, but that was one of the points that he made. He had also talked about that all your points against him were gonna be that he looks funny, that he's white, and in the song, Ricegum really does nothing except insult iDubbbz' appearance. He says he probably used to get bullied in school. And while I thought it was funny, it really didn't have any great points that he made about iDubbbz. And I mean, he spends the whole video flexing his Gucci, flexing Louis Vuitton. And for the most part, in the video, he literally does nothing to debunk the claims that have been made against him, the allegations, nothing like that. He basically just says that iDubbbz has incest and calls him white a whole bunch. So as purely diss tracks go, I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but I will give him credit. The beat was nice. Ricegum fans, do you hear that? I said the beat, I gave him credit, okay? Please stop disliking this video. Yeah, I see you going down there right now. I'll give you 5 seconds to unclick that shit. 5, 4. Now, the day after he released this song, iDubbbz released a content deputy, and the content deputy is basically what he follows up all of his content cops with when it's clear that his opponent has made the response, and then he kind of debunks a lot of what they say in the response. Now, I will say, in iDubbbz' content deputy, it was not at all as strong as the content cop, but I mean, you really can't expect it to be. The content cop takes like weeks and months of preparing, and he only really had 1 day to make the content deputy. But I think that's kind of okay, because he really didn't need to make too strong of a rebuttal in the content deputy, because he was already ahead at this point, in my opinion. I think that was a dope twist at the end when he got Post Malone involved. I'm a huge fan of Post Malone, and in general, I'm a fan of all the people involved in this beef, but that doesn't mean that I'm too brainwashed by any one particular person to tell them that they went wrong. I mean, iDubbbz even says in his video, Leafy had a stronger rebuttal to his arguments than Ricegum did, and I mean, I have to kind of agree with that. I really wanted Ricegum to come back from this, and I mean, his channel's not dead, not by a long shot, but I just really think he had the opportunity to say whatever he wanted to say, and it would guarantee get him millions of views, and instead he wastes this opportunity to show that iDubbbz really can be beaten, and he plays right into iDubbbz' hand by proving all of his points. But yeah, content deputy wasn't the strongest, but it really didn't need to be. Now, my main problem with Ricegum with this whole situation is his contradictions to himself. I mean, he was talking all this shit about iDubbbz, saying, bro, make a content cop on me, I dare you. He's probably gonna put my name, thumbnail, just putting my face all over the place just to get him more views. iDubbbz doesn't do this, and then Ricegum literally goes out and posts 6 videos. Count them up. He made 6 videos to iDubbbz's 2. Rice, how are you gonna talk about milking someone's face for views when you've literally made 6 videos talking about this guy? I mean, you call him irrelevant, you say no one even cares about him, and yet clearly you do, because there hasn't been a day that's gone by since he posted the original video that you haven't made a response about. I mean, bro, at this point you're just responding to your own responses. And I mean, when questioned about everything, he literally deflects every statement. Down below, I'm gonna put a link to the Drama Alert interview that I'm talking about. I want you guys to go check that out, see what I'm talking about, and then come back so you maybe have a better understanding of my point. But in this, Keemstar asks him a bunch of questions about the beef, about you think your career's over, you think all this stuff. You know, just genuine questions trying to get to the bottom of everything. And Ricegum's response to pretty much every question was, hey man, at the end of the day, I'm still gaining subs. And in general, you know, that's a great attitude to have. That's not the thing I have a problem with. In fact, I actually think it's kind of cool that he doesn't seem to be too bothered by the whole thing. My problem is when you make the claims of being able to debunk every single argument someone's going to make about you, and then you go right around and say, well, I don't have to do that because I'm making subs. It's clear to me, at least, and I think it's clear to most other people too, that Ricegum really didn't handle the response all too well. But I mean, shit, bro, I can't lie, that song did slap. At the end of the day, man, I'm not telling you guys who to like. I'm still gonna watch both of these guys. I love Ricegum. I love iDubbbz. This was just a video talking about who I thought won the beef. Now, I cannot stress enough that this is my opinion, and I hope you guys just respect that. That being said, I don't expect everyone to think the same thing, so down below, tell me what you think about the whole thing. Who do you think won the beef? I'd be really interested to hear all about that. But with all that being said, man, smash that like button if you did enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. We are so close to 300 subscribers. But yeah, this has been Jster, guys. Peace.